And thanks for joining us on NewsNation Rush Hour. I'm Natasha Zubes in for Nichole Berlie. Well, a growing concern now for American military readiness today. The Army expecting that it will not recruit as many troops as it had hoped over the next 2 years. The military branch is falling short by nearly 30,000 new recruits, and this adds yet another layer to this crisis we've been covering. Correspondent Kelly Meyer is joining us live from Washington, D.C. And Kelly, you were at the Pentagon this afternoon. These numbers painting a grim picture. What are the reasons the Defense Department is giving for the decline?
Well, that's right, Natasha. And top military brass blaming everything from the COVID-19 pandemic to a competitive job market as the challenge to recruitment here. One expert telling us today that if this keeps up, it'll be detrimental to our ability not only to fight abroad, but to protect those here at home.
The world's largest military struggling to staff up.
The question is whether or not we can achieve it.
Top Army officials telling Congress recruitment numbers are down. By October of next year, they'll miss their target by almost 30,000 men and women in uniform. And it isn't just the Army that might miss their mission.
Each of the services, with the exception of the Marine Corps, is facing a real recruiting challenge.
Military readiness experts have several reasons for the slump, one being the pandemic, limiting the ability of recruiters to meet face-to-face in high schools across the country. Another is parents wanting to see their kids go off to college before they choose a career. A record low number of Americans are actually eligible to serve. Only about 15 to 30% due to factors like obesity, a criminal record, or lack of a high school diploma. The Defense Department briefly did away with the requirement for a high school education, but quickly reversed, instead working on raising incentives rather than lowering standards. But a new survey of military veterans and spouses reveals a drop in those who would recommend serving in the military, from 75% in 2019 to just over 60% in 2021. Experts say the decline in recruits will be felt for years to come.
A recruiting challenge today actually has long-term effects over the next 20 to 30 years.
And top Pentagon officials sharing this statement with NewsNation tonight saying, quote, they are committed to working through these challenges and that they are, quote, thinking creatively to identify sustainable solutions to preserve and strengthen the force in years to come. Natasha?
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. Well, this crisis on pace to be the worst since just after the Vietnam War. And joining us to talk about this new challenge is Iraq War veteran Allison Jaslow. Allison, thank you for your service and thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And in your eyes, what is the solution to the shortages that the military is seeing right now?
To be honest with you, I wish I had answers. It's great to hear the Defense Department considering creative solutions because I think they need to think creatively. The bottom line here is that if we're still going to be a nation that's going to fight with an all-volunteer force, we have a national security imperative to fill the ranks. So I'm glad that people are very concerned that you're having attention on your news program today on this, because falling short this year maybe can be defensible because of the pandemic, but the fact that we're looking at falling short again next year is a real problem.
Absolutely. And attracting new recruits is enough of a problem, but multiple branches also saying they're struggling to retain service members as well. Why do you believe that people are leaving?
You know, everyone makes decisions to get out for different reasons. Sometimes it's a phase of life thing. I think something that we have to consider going forward, though, I'll give a good example. The recent overturn of Roe v. Wade. Are we going to lose troops because service members can't be guaranteed that they won't be stationed in Fort Hood, which is a base in Texas? And I think that there's other environmental concerns, both politically, not just inside the military, but at large in the United States, that could be a factor going forward on retaining troops.
Interesting. That's a ripple effect of Roe v. Wade I hadn't heard before. We want to turn to a new survey from the Military Family Advisory Network. It found that fewer veterans and their family members are likely to recommend military service. Why do you think that is?
I will say in the piece that you ran just before we have our conversation here, that was one of the most disappointing things that I saw up there. For me personally, even though I only stayed in for 4 years, my service is still something that is a big part of me and something that I would recommend anybody who is considering it to do. But these are difficult times, so I'm hoping that maybe it's just because we are living through challenging times that the downward pressure of the pandemic and maybe some other concerns out there in the world are are weighing on troops as well. Because as you know, the thing that everyone needs to remember is that people and members of the military and their families are no different than anybody else, and this has been a very difficult time, and a lot of people are making life changes right now. So my hope is that not only will the recruitment numbers go up, but a lot of people who are encouraging other folks to join as well, because that's how we're going to be able to sustain our all-volunteer force.
All right, Allison Jaslow, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.